This is Steve Wilson and the X-Crafts E-Jets video tutorial series. In this video, we're going to cover the pushback function. Alright, first thing we do, we open our main menu and get rid of the ground equipment, request a pushback, and then select our pushback options menu. This shows your default pushback, which is straight, distance is 20 meters, and the silhouette appearing behind the aircraft shows you about where it will end up at the end of the pushback. If you need to, at the end of the pushback, you can either left pivot or right pivot. The direction of turn can be thought of this way. If you're sitting in the cockpit, facing to the front of the aircraft, and you want the aircraft to point to the left at the end of the pushback, you select left pivot. If you want it to be pointing to your right as you're sitting in the cockpit, at the end of the pushback, select right pivot. Pretty straightforward. And visually speaking, left pivot, right pivot. All right, let's do a little scenario planning here. Let's just say, as a matter of fact, we happen to be at gate B3 at Tucson International Airport. We have received our takeoff clearance, and we're going to be taking off on runway 11 left. As a pilot familiar with the airport, I know that is to my left, so I'll be selecting a left pivot at the end of my pushback. And let's get the view set up so that I can see about where I'm going to end up. This is the taxiway. I want to be pointing this way, so the aircraft will pivot to the left as we go back. And that will be left pivot. 40 meters not good enough. 60, getting there. 80 looks pretty good to me. Let's just go ahead and accept that. And let me show you how we do that. Go back into the cockpit. Now we want to talk to the ground control staff. Basically the ground support personnel, the people driving the tug. When we click on accept, that sends our transmission to the tug.
Roger. Understand pushback with left pivot. 80 meters. Please confirm brakes released.
Okay, we're good to go here. We just need to release our brakes and transmit our confirmation to the tug. Brakes released. And I'll click on confirm.
Roger. Thanks. Pushback will begin shortly.
Okay, in terms of good communications, we always acknowledge, and we'll just click on that, and that'll begin the pushback. Note that as the pushback begins, all we have available to us are the checklists. We are committed to the flight. The pushback is entirely physics-based. There's no animation at all involved in this. The airplane is being pushed back using basically forces applied to the aircraft, presumably by the tug. And we're almost there. Okay, and the aircraft stops.
Pushback complete. Please set the brakes and we will disconnect. Have a great flight.
Awesome. Okay, brakes have been set. Acknowledged. Thank you very much. And with that, our pushback is complete. The tug will now park itself out of the way, and we are good to go. This concludes the video. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.